Hey, I'm Sean Callagy. It's Thankful Thursday. We're here daily to connect and share with warriors like yourself, committed to a life of growth and mastery. So, Thankful Thursday. In thinking about what I'm thankful for, and of course asking yourself the question what you're thankful for, I just came back, as I mentioned in some of the videos the last couple days, from the Tony Robbins Platinum seminar program in Monaco in the south of France. And one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life, and so, we're going to talk a little bit on the, more material, shallow level, but tie into some deeper things. We got up this morning, and I guess I hadn't been on the Platinum Facebook page, and we were heading from the south of France over to Monaco. And so my son Tyler, I have a visual disability, so my son Tyler is my guide there, and the folks at Tony Robbins have been amazing and helping allow that to happen. And so I'm ready to get in the bus and head from the south of France to Monaco. Looking forward to enjoying the ride and relaxing a little bit. We're out a little bit late the night before. But all of a sudden we start walking sort of towards the beach with the group of 10 people. I'm like, why would a group of 10 people and why are we walking to the beach? Like, this is weird. We can eat before we get on the bus, or what's going to happen? So we start walking on the dock. And I realize, I'm like, I think we're taking the boat over. I'm like, how super cool is this? And then we see the boat, and it's like $1 million speedboat. It could probably hold 17 people. They're only putting 10 of us on it. And I'm super thankful and excited. And then the speedboat takes off, and we're jumping wakes and doing some cool stuff, and we're sitting in the French Riviera between one island and another, and I'm just like I can't believe that I'm privileged and blessed to experience this incredible, day. Sunny, beautiful. But all of a sudden, we're kind of zipping back and forth between the dock area of where we took off from in this island. And I'm like, why are we doing this and not heading towards Monaco? And all of a sudden, we're with a group of 5 speedboats with other people in Tony Robbins Platinum group. And then I'm like, oh, I guess we're gonna sort of ride over with a few boats together. And the next thing I know, we're riding in a V formation, where geese flying south or something, with $26 million luxury quasi-matching, mostly matching speedboats, riding in formation from the south of France to Monaco. And then all of a sudden, there's Sung, who is has been called the #1 photographer in the world, Tony Robbins' personal photographer, zipping by in a helicopter, filming and taking pictures. People going nuts, and on the boats, people are dancing, listening to music, yelling, screaming. And I think the thing I was most thankful for was just the shared connection, and how often, one of the human needs that we have is connection. And that moment of how everybody felt by having the boats go together. So it was one thing to be going with a group of 10 people, that felt really cool. But to be in this formation and feel part of something so magical and special with all these other awesome and amazing people, I'm so thankful to the Tony Robbins organization for being that thoughtful, intentional of putting something like that together for the Platinum program. I'm also thankful because my son said a couple of interesting things. First, he said, Dad, he's like, in human history, this may never happen before. There may never have been 26 private speedboats going together at the same time to a destination riding in formation. Think of it. Have you ever seen 26 boats traveling in formation before in a non-military context? There's huge yachts that people take ferries. How many times would you ever see 26 private boats in formation? So Tony may have set some type of Guinness Book of World Record for travel of having private speedboats on the open ocean in the world. But second, my son said something better later in the day. Kind of walking around Monaco and the opulence, the wealth, the abundance, the cars. It was amazing. It was in ways inspiring. In ways it was kind of like, hey, this is pretty interesting, and you may have some other thoughts about it. And my son said, Dad, he's like, you talk about abundance a lot. He said, a lot of the folks that are walking around here, they look pretty empty. They don't look that happy. And it was something that I kind of noticed, that there was a lot of very, very wealthy people there. But there was also some folks that looked empty. Not the Tony Robbins Platinum group. These are abundant people who have an abundance of, a lot of people, their finances, their energy, their contribution, their positivity. But a lot of the folks we're encountering didn't seem to have that abundance of desire to connect, share, energy, growth. And it was a pretty interesting distinction that he saw. But it was something I was so thankful for, because as you're bringing your 18-year-old son into some of these environments, the most important lesson I want him to learn is that abundance is much more about abundance in heart, soul, contribution than necessarily what car you drive, how big your yacht is. And by the way, those are some. I'm not making anybody wrong for having awesome things. We have some beautiful, luxurious experiences and items ourselves, right?